We're going to stand with feet hip distance apart. That's about 2 fists if you put your hands in between your feet. We're going to relax the shoulders away from the ear, make hitchhiker thumbs. Let's take a nice breath in, let the belly relax forward. As you exhale, feel the belly pull back and lift up. Inhale, belly relaxes. Exhale, belly moves back and up. We're going to breathe like this through the whole practice. Stand nice and relaxed. Lengthen that exhale. Feel the body get longer as we exhale. On the next inhale, let's take the arms and spiral them out so your thumbs face outward. Make sure that's happening from the shoulder. Inhale, bring them back down by the sides. Exhale, take the arms about 1/4 of the way out from the body, and then bring them back down by the sides. Make sure you feel the whole stick rotating. Inhale, take the arms out, and exhale, down. Let's take them a little farther away from the body this time, and exhale, back down. Next time, let's take them almost up to shoulder level, and bring them back down. We're trying to warm up and lengthen the pec muscles here. Take them all the way up to shoulder level. Nice. Staying right there. Or let's do it again. Arms back out and up. Beautiful. Let that chest tissue lengthen. Then we're going to hinge across the hip joint. As we tip forward, the knees are going to bend, belly, ribs, chest touch the thighs. From there, let's lunge that left leg back. Knee, top of the foot down. Arms reach forward, right leg comes back. Trunk over the torso. We're going to twist to the left and the right, making sure the rib cage is turning on top of the pelvis. Try to keep the lower half of the body relaxed. Still easy, smooth breath. Can do that a few times. Then hands come down to the floor. We're going to take that forward leg back. Hips come back toward the heels. Arms stretch forward. Child's pose. Lengthening forward into kneeling plank, bringing the shoulders over the wrists. And then take the shoulders forward over the index fingernails, and the elbows bend back toward the rib cage, keeping the trunk long, about halfway down. At that halfway point, let the pelvis come to the floor, arms come back about 90-degree angles, neck is long. So think about pointing the crown of the head forward, flattening out the top of the feet. Now to come back up into child's pose, lift the center of the body first, use that core, coming through the knees, bend at the hips and shoulders, creating some mobility in the hips and shoulders. Come up onto all fours. Reach back, grab that left ankle, and bring that left foot to where the left hand was, knee over ankle. Then bringing the hands back to the heart, trunk over the hips, and twisting in each direction. A few times, let those oblique muscles do their job. Then bring the hands down to the mat, curl the back toes under, bring that right foot forward under the hip, back into forward fold. This part's really important, arms come out wide. Lift the chest first, then the rib cage, coming back to mountain. Arms overhead if that feels okay on the shoulders. Then hands either come to the heart or forward, sit back into chair pose. Moving across the hip joints. Nice. Arms come down by the sides. Making hitchhiker thumbs. Breathe in, turn the sticks outward. Let the chest open. Exhale, arms come down by the sides. Breathe in, turn the sticks outward, take them up a little bit higher, and bring them back down. Breathe in, take them almost up to halfway, and bring them back down. Next time, breathe in, bring them up to shoulder level. Let's hold them right there. Take a few breaths. Let that tissue lengthen. Hinge across the hips. Belly, ribs, chest touch the thighs. Make sure your whole trunk is attached to your thighs. We want to lengthen the tissue up the back of the legs. Right leg lunges back, knee, top of the foot down. Bringing your torso up over your trunk. Up over your hips, sorry. Bring your right hand out to the side. Fingertips behind the head, left hand to the rib cage, just underneath the chest. All we're going to do is side bend to the left and come back out. Lower half of the body is not involved in this. Still an easy, smooth breath. Last time. Then the hands come down to the mat. next to the feet. The forward leg comes back, lengthening back into child's pose. Forward into kneeling plank. Shifting forward so the shoulders are over the index fingers. Nice. Then slowly ease down. Once you're at that halfway point, let the pelvis come to the floor. Make sure the shoulders don't tip forward. They should stay back in line with the elbows. We don't need any more internal rotation here. From here, lift the belly first. Use your core. Lift back up at the plank. At this point, you can stay on all fours. Curl the toes forward. After a few sets, lift the hips up and back. It's downward facing dog. The knees are going to stay bent. Remember, this is a hip hinge pose. It's not a spine bending pose. So keep the knees bent to whatever degree keeps you moving across your hip. Shifting forward into plank. Make sure we're not tucking the tail at any point. Shift forward a little bit more. Nice. Then the knees ease down. Keep the plank long. Elbows bend back toward the wall behind you, toward the rib cage. Try not to let that head drop. Pelvis comes to the floor. Beautiful extension, back bend. Lift the center of the body first, come back through kneeling plank. Curl the toes forward if you want to go back to downward facing dog, or take the hips back toward the heels for child's pose. Nice. Coming back onto all fours. Take that right foot up to where the right hand is. Left fingertips behind the head. Make sure to bring the arm out to the side. Elbow bends. Make sure not to let the head drag forward. Side bending to the right. Coming back up. Trying that a few more times. This should feel good. Make sure you're breathing with this. This should all feel easy. Hands come down to the mat. Back toes curl forward. Back leg steps into forward fold. The trunk is connected to the thighs. Arms come out wide. Lift the chest first. Peel yourself up off your thighs. Beautiful. Hands come down to the heart. Shift back into chair pose. Nice. Hips, knees, ankles all bend. Hands come back to the heart. Namaste.